Why, hello there. My name's Molly McLaughlin, and I'll be hosting the dinner party of death tonight. That's our first guest. Let me get the door. Hello, Mrs. Borgia, and welcome. I've missed you. What a heavy rainfall we're having tonight.
Miss Borgia. Miss.
Right.
I'm not into commitment. And I like the rain. It adds. Miss
And this is the stunning Lucrezia Borgia. At least that's what the men call her. She's quite the flirt. It seems she has even caught Mr. Fra Filippo in her hook. I've invited her because her father, Pope Alexander VI, who we're also expecting this evening, have some tension, to say the least. She's quite a firecracker, that lady. I'm sure she'll spark some interesting conversation at the dinner table.
You forgot. Beautiful.
Yes, that too. She's quite beautiful. Oh, that must be Vlad, the Impaler. Let me get that. Excuse me, miss.
Oh, he sounds like a hoot.
Welcome, Vlad. Come, sit.
Oh, I shall. Next to this beautiful lady.
That's Vlad the Impaler. I invited him because, well, look at him. He's terrifying. Also, he seems to have a thing for Miss Lucrezia. He always has, classic Vlad the Impaler. Quite the charmer. Oh, that must be the Pope.
Which Pope?
You may know him.
Why, hello, darling.
Oh, no, you did not.
Why, yes, darling. This is Pope Alexander VI. I invited him solely because he's one of the most corrupt popes to have lived. Also, the rocky past between him and his daughter could get quite interesting. P.S. He's a pervert.
Just lovely to see you again, my dear. How have you been?
Well, I was fine before you came around.
Well, I must get the door.
Are we all healthy and content this evening due to my major medicine breakthroughs?
Yes, we're completely thriving. My thanks. That is the incredibly successful, yet incredibly boastful Paracelsus. He believes science was more about experimenting than knowledge, which is why I brought him here. There are some very knowledgeable people here, just ready to sack his idea that all you need is experience.
Good, good. Now where's the wine?
Oh yes, Fra Filippo Lippi. It's wonderful to see you.
And Josiare, thank you so much for inviting me.
It's my pleasure. That was Mr. Fra, painter and monk during the Italian Renaissance. The reason I invited him is because, well, he's one of the biggest painters of his time. He's a very resourceful person, and he's always soaking up information from others. His intellect and vision could possibly clash with Lucrezia's dry sarcasm and independence. Also, he seems to have quite the crush on that lovely lady.
Where's that wine you were talking about?
It'll be served with dinner. Would you all join me in the dining room?
Ah, yes. So, where is that, Vlad character?
So, Vlad, what exactly inspired you to impale thousands of people, dining while you watch them suffer?
I enjoy this thrill of making humans suffer.
Do you believe that this need sprung from being in captivity by the court while your brother and father were assassinated? Oh no, I do apologize.
You should be sorry. You all should be sorry. Watch your back tonight, everyone. All of you.
So, what did he mean by all of us?
More importantly, where did he go?
I think our biggest problem is, when will he be back? Okay, nobody panic. Let's just eat this lovely meal. tonight's meal consists of an appetizer of rice stuffed tomatoes, an entree of squid, and a lovely Pinot Grigio to cleanse the palate. We'll end the night with a Zépolé d'Ischon juicy, a lovely sweet treat for the sweet tooth.
What a beautiful menu.
Not as beautiful as you.
In your dreams, paintbrush boy. I can up with the wine, if you'd like.
I'm not sure I can eat with Vlad the Impaler on the loose.
I'm sure you can manage.
Well then, let's talk about you, shall we, Miss Borgia? Wonderful! So, how do you suppose it would have changed you if your father hadn't been so involved in politics that he used you solely to gain power?
Now I do believe that is a bit out of line.
And I do believe I asked the lovely Lucrezia.
I think I had a good enough childhood as any. One with many blessings, in fact. Except for this lug.
Now my sweet, sweet, illegitimate child. Why, I simply cannot believe you. Speak of your own elegant, dazzling, delicate daughter, who deserves a home such as one I could provide for her. A white picket fence, 3 children, a dog named Spotty.
Oh, Filippo, you silly little lovesick puppy. She is, in fact, an illegitimate child. A child without wedded parents. Which leads me to my next question. Miss Borgia.
Oh, delightful. I simply cannot wait.
Alrighty then. How was it for you to have no mother figure in your life? Would it have affected how you were raised, or even how your brothers and father treated you as a young lady?
One thing's for sure, I am not delicate.
And anyone who thinks she is delicate better watch their wine glasses.
She has a reputation of killing those she has grown fond of, slipping poison into the blood-red juice of their dick.
I've always been so scared of sons of storms. Lucrezia, hold on!
In your dream.
Mr. Frog, let's talk about something to get your mind off it. Possibly your painting, Madonna and Child with 2 Angels. What exactly inspired it?
Oh, it really was my favorite piece. The brushwork of her face just implies her human nature. And the children, oh, they were as happy as clowns.
I simply don't know what all the fuss is about. Painting is merely a hobby, while science and toxicology, that's the real art.
Hush, Paracelsus. Filippo, how do you think losing your parents at such a young age affected your career?
I would have died and gone to heaven just to see the smiles on their faces when my first painting was sold. Keep talking and you might be there.
Speaking of heaven, why did you decide to stray so far from your Catholic values by deciding to have mistresses, even after becoming the Pope?
Because, miss, I was in love with women. I still am. Women are like drugs, and every time
Ay, caramba, no! Enough! Absolutely not!
Lord, can anyone finish a sentence around here?
Now, Alexander, let's lighten up the mood. What was your relationship with Venosa Catanai like?
Oh, that woman was the love of my life. My whole heart, my soulmate.
I'm done! I'm out!
Where is she? My sweet, my lovely lady in black. My dearest love. Oh, finally, one less child to pay for. She was quite the expensive one, that Lucrezia. Always into name brands. Now it's not the time. We have to send the word to the police. We have to do something.
No. Let's all sit down and come up with a rational plan before we do anything hasty. Paracelsus, tell me about your job at University of Wales. It said your students consider you to be frightening.
Yes, a student that does not fear the professor is a student that does not learn.
What infallible logic you have, Paracelsus. What do you have to say about the many accusations of malpractice, being blackout drunk, and publicly insulting a judge?
They deserved it.
Anything else? Were you falsely accused? Was there an unreliable source?
No comment, except it was a dark time.
We need to go look for my sweet lady and the scientist. Yes, even I must say it's getting a little bit creepy. There's no reason for it unless... Wait, you said when everyone got here that you met them all before. You knew all of our names and all about us. It's all connected. It's all connected. What does he mean this is all connected? What's connected? It was you. You're the one that brought us all here tonight. You're the one that took my lovely lady away from me. And this is all because you...
At last. Silence. Solitude. Happily ever